See what I got. Did Davern get skill points? No, he didn't. That's weird. What do I have on him right now? All right. So I forgot to add my skill point. Is down here. Yep. Yeah. Let's get the hell out of this place.
Can't say I ever want to see this place again. Ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Me too.
Archdemon Blood's as dangerous as it gets.
Love this art style.
Grey Wardens keep it locked away for good reason.
Took me a while
The stuff is pure
like
evil,
come around to it, but I like it.
but not as evil as using it to blight the only griffins in the world. Now the Gloom Howler held that honor. Hassan's brothers and sisters needed a miracle. And it would be up to Davern and his flying friend to deliver.
Yeah, let's get it. We will. Nope, Davern's still not. We are going to. Here. Oh, it's the mayor.
You made it to the Wardens. How are you finding Lavendel?
It's nearly doomed, isn't it? But I won't push it all the way there, if that's what you're thinking.
I think you're lucky Rook sent you here. The alternative...
Was deserved.
Thanks, Shiva.
But I'm grateful.
Say hi to your kitty for me. And stay warm. Where's the... Oh, it must be in there. Okay, no.
I'm on.
Thanks.
Yeah, there it is. Gotta go kick down that that ladder. I don't know if we'll have time to do the other main quest, because I'm sure when I get back to the lighthouse there's gonna be like 1,000 there's gonna be like 1,000 people who want to talk to me and do their side quests. Because I'm fairly certain I haven't even started Emmerich's yet, so... Or at least if I haven't, it isn't like all of it. Right. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So probably do some side questing, which is fine. Let me see. Anything we can buy.
Greta said thanks for the repair job.
Wasn't a problem.
Mila, how's the heroine of Weishaupt?
Still waiting to be paid for rescuing you.
Will you accept griffin kisses?
Sold.
You're keeping busy.
All right. I think light armor, maybe? Alright. Using, so... Okay. Wait. We'll buy that. Oh, we're so close to the next level.
Then.
All right. Let's see if kind of Antoine everything.
We've been corresponding with your friend, Viago.
Sorry we can't reach Treviso ourselves, but we'll send whatever help we can.
Appreciate that. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. All right, so. Alright, so let's go to the lighthouse. Over there. Really isn't any open quests. Oh, no. Docktown. We will head there soon. Alright, who wants to talk? Oh. Everybody wants to talk. Okay. Good to know. Looks like we'll be doing some personal quests.
I got a letter from Maevaris. She asked how you were doing after your talk.
Good. Yeah. Tell her I'm good.
She's around if you want to talk more.
Maybe. Yeah.
Ugh. I do appreciate how Nev recognizes, like, not that Tosh can't talk to her, but it's like, I think you need somebody who maybe understands a little bit more.
Hi, Emmerich. Oh, you've got a guest.
Ah, Rook. You remember the Hand of Glory?
Hard to forget. You figure out what those Venatori who broke into the necropolis were doing with it?
The Hand is how they broke in. The simpler undead are blind to its bearer when its tapers are lit. Sadly, only a death mage could have provided them with this forbidden necromancy.
If they're helping the Venatori, that has to stop.
Agreed. I've made some inquiries. This man is one of the death mage's victims. If he knows where this rogue necromancer is hiding, my corpse whispering will give us the answer.
That's a bad way to die.
The other watchers are attempting to find his family, at the least. I must warn you, it will be harder to coax answers from this poor man than from the dead I spoke to in the necropolis. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again. Who did this to you?
Eyes hidden, dust and gold.
Give us a name.
They come for this one. The spirits shriek. They come.
A name?
Blackthorn.
Return to your rest.
I don't think I'm going to joke about this. We're going to do no one should die this way.
We've got to stop this. Whoever killed him wasn't gentle.
Wondrous and terrifying are the revelations of the dead.
Did that name he said mean anything?
Blackthorn Manor is an abandoned country house outside Navarra City. Our victim mentioned spirits. If they've also fallen prey to forbidden magic, they'll need our help as well. Let's depart for Blackthorn when you're ready. I'd like to speak to the necromancer behind all this.
He's so genteel. I'd like to speak to the necromancer.
An invitation has manifested.
Black Emporium.
To the Black Emporium in Docktown. The antiquarian there is stagnant and stubborn, but he offers forgotten treasures for those in need.
I mean, sure.
The fires
Oh,
are...
I'm so close. 200 away. Alright, but I do need to re-enchant Davrin's. Enchant. Alright, who else has to talk? Harding and Davrin. Okay. And what is Bellara doing? Lucanus's living space. That's weird. Oh, they're chatting. Okay.
You're not upset about taking a contract on your goddess? Even just a little bit. If I'd lived my whole life revering Ghilanane, I'd be upset.
No. Whatever we were worshipping, it wasn't her. It's what we were told she was. The Evanurs oppressed our people. Now we get to fight back. I feel pretty good about that.
I mean, Valara's taking it a lot better than I think most people. Yeah, with Davrin.
Davrin, doing some renovations?
Building a trophy cabinet. The figures I'm carving.
Hassan will still find them.
You know that won't save them from Hassan.
I had to rescue the latest piece of what I was working on from his beak. I'm carving a Tosh figure. They'll fight the other monsters, and then oops, guess that Herlock was too much to handle there, Tosh. Time to call a Grey Warden.
Really?
No, there's no wood in the world strong enough to carve their temper.
Maybe you could carve the rest of us.
Maybe. It might be good to carve the people still around, once this is all over.
Make my figure the tallest.
So when you're making those carvings, if your leader just happened to look a little taller...
I don't measure them to scale, Rook.
All right, all right. I'll see you around.
Okay, that was cute. There we go. I was like, I knew he was due for a level up. Right. I have to use Battle Cry a little bit more than I have been. And Harding.
You're still working?
Just finishing some things up. You know you're being creepy, right? Why are you watching me?
Because you haven't been sleeping, and I wanted to figure out why.
Oh, right. I have dreams now. When I go to sleep, I mean.
I thought dwarves didn't dream.
We're not supposed to.
Yeah.
I didn't before.
Can't imagine all of a sudden being in like your 30s and being like,
unnerving.
I'm gonna start dreaming.
It's like my mind's telling a story to itself and is really bad at it.
Okay, that's creepy. We're gonna do naked, because
Sometimes I have these dreams where I'm naked.
What?
And I have to make a speech or go to battle, and I have no pants on. It's distressing.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't had that particular dream. These days, I just dream I'm being chased, hunted. There's something that glows red, just out of my sight, and I know it's gonna get me, but I don't know how I know.
do try a drink before bed.
You considered having a stiff drink? Or two?
Yeah, you can keep your whiskey. Thanks for the laugh, by the way.
Anytime.
And now, I'm gonna get some sleep. And hope the dreams are safe.
Good luck.
All right. So I think we'll go to Docktown. There are some things to do there, and we can do the Black Emporium. I am for funsies. We're gonna take Nev and Emmerich, because they don't always get to, like, they usually don't take two mages, so. I don't know, except that I might fight something. We'll do Nev and Tosh. That's fun. And we'll travel to the crossroads. Wait, where's the messenger? Oh, I did. I ran right past him. Oh.
Onward, dweller.
Here we go. And make sure we mark the right thing.
Hey, that blood mage controlling people in your neighborhood?
Aelia, what about her?
Why doesn't anybody in charge stop her?
Because she hasn't left Docktown. It's poor, doesn't have a lot of mages, so the people in power don't care.
That's Vashadan.
Not news to me.
And nothing I really get. See if there's a cell. I'm not worried about hitting the 3-star mark with them. I'm pretty good about doing everything. And as long as you do everything, you tend to get it. So many merchants. All right. We'll come back to that.
This Solus they keep talking about. You were friends?
I didn't know he was an elven god at the time. And he didn't look like someone out to destroy the world. His wardrobe choices, on the other hand, were a catastrophe all their own.
Not wrong.
Hello, Rook. Hey.
Hey, yourself.
Rook.
Asher.
Alright, yeah, let's do... I don't know if I know what their banter is, so we'll see what it is. Tarquin and Asher, my beloved. I know, right? That's what makes, I think that's the one difference. No, it's alright. That's the one thing for me, Jory, like, that I think is imbalanced when it comes to your choice between saving Treviso or saving Minrathous. Because if you don't save Treviso, yes, you lose, like, Air and Fletcher, but, like, you know, Taya and Viego are still there, like, you know, you still have, like, people you go there. If you choose Treviso over Minrathous, like, all the Shadow Dragons are gone, and, like, you have, like, one thing that you do with the Viper, but otherwise, like, you miss all those interactions with Dorian and Maevaris and just all of that, and to me, that's really unbalanced. So it always, like, when people are like, oh, Treviso's always the right choice, and I'm like, I don't think so all the time. And I go back and forth which one I pick. You know, I've played this game like 8 times at this point. But I typically will save Minrathous for that particular point. Like, I like these interactions that I get with Maevaris and Tarquin and Asher and Dorian, and to not have any interactions with Shadow Dragons just sucks. Really? Okay, so yeah, it was in the game files, and then you don't have it. So I think both cities get fucked. Like, the Blight and Treviso and the hanging people and the Shadow Dragons. Like, I'm not going to compare which one is worse because I think they're both terrible. But yeah, that whole, like, you don't lose Viego and Taya, but you lose, like, all these other interactions. So right, that's exactly, Jory, exactly. Like, whatever people prefer, one is not more right than the other, and I think they did a good job with that. But one is definitely more balanced than the other, especially when it comes to stuff afterwards. So, yeah. That has been my soapbox.
Come here.
Hello.
Alright, we'll see.
Friends get the best prices.
Ooh.
Come
Thank
back
you.
soon.
Oops, I forgot to see if there's anything to sell.
Lots on offer today.
We're on the same soapbox. Yeah,
Come
I figured.
back anytime.
Yeah, Jory, you and I think alike a lot of times. I've done, from watching your streams, I was like, yep, that's exactly how I think.
You buy? Otherwise, don't touch the treasure.
Alright, so where is there... Okay, so we got that one, but there was also apparently other... There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go to the Black Emporium first. Which is... up here. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love this game. There are definitely some areas where I think their duality of choices is not the most balanced. I love Tasha's storyline, but I'm like, For an entire story that's about,
I never
like,
thought
you don't have to be on the gender binary or one or the other. Like, your choice of, like,
we must credit
they have to be Kunari or they have to be Ravanian. I was like, that kind of negates the whole
the Black
thing that you were just talking about. So I wish some of those weren't so black and white like that.
We have company.
Ooh, found you.
Another message for us.
Interesting.
How strange. Don't tell me I misplaced another one. No matter.
All right, what are we buying? Buying all the stuff for our peoples. Don't think any are what I. Oh, okay. I believe that is what I'm using. We will upgrade that. I must have missed it somewhere. I mean, that is where soap comes from. Used to come in soap, or soap used to come in boxes, crates that you could stand on. I don't know if we'll be using these, but just in case. I should look and see what I'm actually using. Hey, Mishka. Thank you for arriving. Came at a good time. Think. Alright, what is my belt that I'm using? I don't even know. Oh, I'm already at a gold. Oh yeah, we'll keep that. Alright, companions. Let's see, who did I just buy shit for? Oh, we'll keep that because I like honest. We'll keep that. Want to see. All right, so Harding is still associate. Emmerich is a polite acquaintance. Davrin is a comrade in arms. Okay, so we have up that. Oh no. What was going on over in Zoe's stream? Oh, they're playing Expedition 33, weren't they? Never mind. Say no more. Okay, Balar is still Luvian expert and Tasha's still here. Aw, Nevis some longing glances. And yeah, I gotta work on Lucanus and getting his stuff up. Oh yeah, where is everyone? Davrin's up. Tasha's at 5. Nev's at 6. Lucanus at 5. Yeah, I'll have to start doing some of Lucanus' stuff. Alright. Let's see, what...
the serving sizes here getting smaller, or is it just me?
I don't think it's just you.
Ooh.
It's been harder to get food.
I'm not a spicy food person, but I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yesterday at the Veilguard. Worth me remember.
Huh. Some kind of fabulous treasure buried in the city?
You like food and you're pretty spicy.
A local myth. Turns up every few years. Details
That
differ,
you are,
but
Winter.
the essence remains the same. Though the cell's a little harder than usual.
All right, let's go track
What
that.
happened to the salt brew?
I think it's this bar.
The note mentioned a bridge near here. No harm looking.
Aw, Ishka, I'm sorry the week has been killing you. You definitely should get rest and a massage. Alright, where are we headed?
C'est true the Aunt Tom haven't he? We didn't go near.
Oh, yep. As somebody who used to do event planning at a college, like, yeah, it's not fun.
You know, Emmerich, when a necromancer moves in, I thought we might get undead bursting through the floor. But you keep things quiet, and Fred's a good neighbor.
You'll have to forgive my own worries. All I've read of Tevinter.
I can respect the wariness.
Yeah, exactly. Like the rewards are really awesome watching people be excited, you know, when you put on a good event, but yeah, it's exhausting.
Hey, Rana. What's going on?
This entrance was magically sealed. Now it's not. A prank? Or someone trying to hide something?
Oh, wrong way.
Ruined tower by the water. Yeah, I've never planned a birthday or a wedding, but the events that I had to plan for colleges ranged from, mostly they were things for the students, so sometimes conferences, things like that. Not terrible, but very time consuming, and trying to get college students to do anything is like herding cats sometimes. But there's also been a few times where I helped plan things like graduation, and that, oof.
That's a lot of egos in one place.
What brought a dragon to Minrathous? Are more coming?
A key. Well, this is promising. Now to find the door that this unlocks.
Never heard of an event in your entire life? That makes me a little sad, Winter.
Watch for danger ahead. Don't want to end up like that poor soul.
Oof.
Something feels off about this treasure hunt.
Tougher than expected.
Final call.
This is busting us! Emery, nice shot.
Getting through that door.
Oh, I'm burning. Burning.
I'm ready.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Oh, we're gonna have a puppy break. Oh, here we go. Someone wanted to jump into my lap. Yes. Cora, say hi to the stream. Yep. Cora, who is not all about the booties that I'm trying to have her wear when we go outside because it's going to be -40. Love how everybody comes out of the woodwork for a dog. As it should be. Alright. I know, baby girl. I'm clearly neglecting you. I'm clearly neglecting her. I'm not at all home all day with her. Yeah, Cypher up in Wisconsin, it's -40 wind chill starting tomorrow. So they've already closed most of the schools in our state. So I don't know how it's going to be down in Chicago, but yeah. She will use a potty pad, but she has to go outside first, see how cold it is, and then she'll come in and use a potty pad. So, all right. Girl, can I go back to playing? Yeah. Yeah, and even though that's not the air temperature, I think people don't understand who've never lived up here. Yeah, you guys are getting snow winter out on the East Coast and like down in like North Carolina and stuff. Yeah, but people who've never lived up here, like the wind chill can kill you, literally. Like a few minutes of your skin being exposed is very, very dangerous. All right, let's go back to gaming. So yeah, I was joking earlier that I felt like I was doomsday prepping because I was like ordering groceries and I had to go put gas in my car because you can't do that when it's like -40. And I also shouldn't have an empty tank just in case.
I am very lucky and very privileged that my job will allow me to work from home, but I also think most of the campuses will be closed on Friday, so... Yeah, exactly, Jordan. Like, you have to. Yeah, and Jory, I had... Let me put back on chatting. The beginning of the stream, I talked about how I would never make fun of people in the South. Like, I gently make fun of a couple of my friends for, like, them not being acclimated to cold like I am. You know, we always joke, like, I have a friend, one of my best friends is down in Texas, and I always joke, like, when I tell her, like, how cold it is up here, and I was like, you would never survive. And then she makes fun of me for, like, I would never survive in the heat of Texas. Like, it's just not, we just don't live in that climate. But I will never make fun of, like, a group of people or like the South or whatever for closing things down when it gets super cold or there's a little snow, because you do not have the infrastructure for it. And like that, what people don't understand is those of us in, you know, up in the Midwest and upper, you know, like we have the infrastructure, we have salt trucks, we have snow plows. Most of us have some sort of all-weather tires if you drive. But there is an infrastructure around, and our homes are built for this. So all of our plumbing is insulated and our houses are insulated. Like, this is how we survive. And if you're down in the South, and like I said, you know, my good friend down in Texas, like when they had the cold snap a few years ago, like her pipes aren't insulated because they don't do that. So so when that came, it was really dangerous. And I was actually telling her like how to put up blankets on the walls in order to like maintain heat, because there's no insulation in their houses. And thanks, Mishka. I mean, there's a difference between making fun of somebody's inability to handle the cold as a person because they just haven't lived up, you know, where it's cold, versus like your entire infrastructure, I'm gonna make fun of you for it. Yep. And trying to explain that to people, like even people who grew up in the snow and moved further south, you know, when they're like, oh, everything shuts down, well, I can still drive because I know how to drive. Right, but you know how to drive on plowed streets with salt and everything else. That's not happening now where you live. And it's dangerous for even people who know how to drive in this weather to go out in a place where they don't have that infrastructure. So that's why I will never make fun of like the, you know, I had a friend who lived in Tennessee and like literally half an inch of snow and they would shut down a city. And I'm like, yeah, because it doesn't make financial sense also to purchase these snow plows and salt trucks for something that happens once every 5 years. So that's my other soapbox rant about that, and why I don't ever make fun of people for that stuff. And also, like, just as the heat is super dangerous in the summertime, like the cold is super dangerous. And it's why we bust out warming shelters. And you know, I even taking, like right now when it's not super cold, when I take the dogs out, I can do it in a sweatshirt, throw on a hat and some gloves, and we can go out for a few minutes and I'm fine. Tomorrow when it gets to be that cold, I cannot do that because it would be dangerous. So yes, winter, I would make fun of them for that, because that's for them doing something stupid while it's cold. But yeah, it would be dangerous for me to go out in like a sweatshirt and hat and gloves. I may feel okay for a hot second, but I would definitely get frostbite. So yeah, so it's just all about bundling up and how you do that. And I don't know how people live up in the Arctic. Like I used to watch like the Life Below Zero stuff, and like those people are wild to me. I'm like, no, I cannot live that life. So frostbite, let me see if I remember correctly. So frostbite is when your skin gets so cold, it can become necrotic. So, and I want to make sure I have that right. So it can turn black. yeah, basically, your blood vessels constrict so much that your skin gets necrotic. Yep. Yeah, so it's not like, so when we talk about frostbite, that's how you lose fingers and toes, because those are the first things that would freeze on your body, and like the tip of your nose too. So it can make your fingers and toes necrotic, and you would have to get them removed. So yeah, it is pretty terrifying. So yeah, and Joy, like, I always laugh too at like people's versions of winter coats are very different depending on where they live. When I lived in Missouri, it's not quite as cold there, and so a winter coat there was basically what I would call fall coat up in Wisconsin. Because I had my Wisconsin winter clothes with me for like 4 years when I was there, and I don't think I wore it once. So yeah, Mishka, but I will also say, like, living in the tropics and living where it's super hot all the time, like, that sounds terrifying to me. And I don't live in a place with hurricanes or, you know, where you can get heat stroke just walking out of the door. So every area, every place people live has its ups and downs and dangers when it comes to weather or things like that. So oh, and Jory lived in Philly. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Jory. So a winter coat in one place, it may be too heavy in another place, or it's not heavy enough in another place. So, oh, your sister's in Madison? Well, that is kind of where I live. I live in a suburb of Madison. So, yeah, so she's going to know because it'll be real cold. So, all right. All right, let's go back to Veilguard. Yeah, okay, but Mishka, the humidity, no. I don't want to sweat when I walk out of my door. Like, that sounds terrible. All right, let's see, where was I? Oh, yep. Yeah, humidity is terrible. Let's see what this treasure is.
What is that smell?
Oh, dead people. That's the smell. Oh. Thank you, Mishka. I say that all the time. I'm like, I prefer cold because I can always add more layers, but there's only so many you can take off before you're arrested.
Being lured down here by the promise of riches, only to find death. The treasure hunt. Someone took the game and twisted it. They didn't sell it as an adventure. They sold it as a way out. There's a demon feeding off the desperate in Minrathous, manipulating them. And those who don't listen die. Evidence points to the catacombs.
Have fun doomsday prepping, Cypher.
Rest is on us.
Yeah, exactly, Jory. And I also say, like, when I lived in Missouri, the ice was actually worse than the ice in Wisconsin. Like, it was truly the, like, the black ice when you're driving where you can't tell that there's ice was pretty terrifying to me. All right, let's see. What are we doing now? All right. We are going to do that, and that'll probably be the last thing we do, but I got to change out people because... Oh, no, I could probably do it with Emmerich and... Yeah, all right, we'll do it with Emmerich and Nev. But yeah, the ice in Missouri to me was terrible. Like, I don't mind driving in snow because I at least know what it feels like. I know
wanted to
I can
ask,
handle
Nev,
it.
You had your concerns about me at first.
A few.
But not Manfred?
What can I say? He's a good egg.
Quite right.
He is a good egg. But the black ice is just, it's not fun. Alright, let's got some things to pick up. Really? Well, didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. Alright, before we go face the demon. Thank you, Nightbot. I will save in a minute. And just a reminder, I'll be back on Friday for my Baldur's Gate 3 run of my redeemed Dark Urge Bard.
The catacombs appear extensive indeed.
How'd that statue get there?
They've been used to store food during war and blight. Kept Minrathous alive more than once. But that was never the whole story. There's secrets older than the city itself down here.
Well, considering it used to be part of, like, the Elven, you know, thing, yes. Yeah, so I was saying I'll be back Friday for my Dark Urge run, and then Sunday I'll be back. I started the game Metaphor Refantasio. I have played it before, but I started a new run on stream. Lots of fun. So I hope people would be interested. Oh, hey, cat. Yes, we are gonna pet you.
Nothing in our way now.
The fact that Neb does not comment on the fact that I just read something about Aelia is... Okay. Here we go.
I have felt you move against me, beating a city in such perfect condition.
You've been toying with the people of Ducktown.
I am an answer that they come seeking. I give them something to do when their world is cruel. People will do such fun things when they're desperate.
There's a fight ahead.
Yeah. See how you like this. Yeah, desperation. Hell yeah.
With all that's happened, I can see how a demon of desperation woke up here. It could feed on the city and make things worse.
I'm sure the demoralizing effects of its presence aided the Venatori's own similar efforts, but it's dealt with.
Nev, you alright?
Yeah. Hate that the damn thing was here, but this was a good win.
Yep. Ooh. All right. All right, we'll go back. Think. All right, so we'll go back here.
Risen gods, cults, darkspawn. It never ends, does it? I'm too old for this.
Shall I bundle you in a blanket and serve some spiced wine? How about slippers? Would you like slippers? Porridge?
Oh, shut up, Dorian.
Oh my god, I fucking love those two.
Lorelei, everything good?
Same as always.
Yeah, I love them so much. They're all like just fun to listen
What's on
to.
offer today?
All right. So I think that is where we're gonna end today. Let me just go back up here. Save. Oh, right. I mean, we all know that, like, Asher and Tarquin are definitely, like, if they're not together, they will be. All right. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you all so much for joining me. So, I'll be back. So I will be back with, Dragon Age Veilguard. We will be back on next Wednesday for this. Otherwise, before that, Friday at 6 p.m. Central, I'll be doing Baldur's Gate 3. And then on Sunday at 1 p.m. Central, I will be continuing with Metaphor Refantasio. And definitely have a couple of games in mind for when this is done, because I think I'll be finishing this first before everything else. If you want to catch up, thank you, Jordan, for putting in YouTube. Jordan has been awesome. They are editing and uploading and making all my videos look very, very pretty. So if you want to go back and see some of how I started this run, this is to do it at YouTube. So please go ahead and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Not looking to, or at least follow me or whatever it is on YouTube. I always forget. So and those are dropping on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So, all right, let's see. I think we are going to raid out to Tall Glass of Bees. And if you aren't following them, I highly suggest you do, because they are fun peeps. So, yep, so I've been learning how to do this. So I did raid call. That's our raid call. And if you're following me, you should be able to use that emote. If not, you can use any emote that you want. And we'll do raid channel. All right, and we will see you all next time. They are playing Baldur's Gate, so just so you're aware. All right, we will see you all next time. So see you on Wednesday.